Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. There's so much jealousy around here today. Not from Gavin. Gavin is always so good about supporting people and cheering them on in their things. Yep. And then Betty just likes to break you down, and so.
The count is 3.
What do you mean?
3 what?
3, you get 3.
No, the count is 3. 3 mentions today in today's show for I Can Only Imagine.
Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good, actually.
Oh my gosh, it's felt like way
more
But I'm sure
they're getting their money's worth.
We're probably at 23 for the week.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I like to share what's going on in my life, Betty Lou, because one day I know you're going to, I hope you care. But no, I am going today to shoot for my scene. And I know I blow things way out of proportion on the show, especially because it's funny. And I know I'm not under any kind of delusion that I'm an actor, that I'm anything special. I know why I'm in the movie because I talk about it and that helps their movie. I know all of these things. So I'm not a delusional moron. No. I just think it's funny to take something to its nth degree because that's like my sense of humor. Now, that being said, I should be here tomorrow. I shoot it. My call time is 3. You
would think that would not go so far into the night.
3 p.m. So they are shooting nights, he said, and so I should be ready for my thing, I would think, in a couple hours. But you just don't know. Like, things on movie sets are so fluid.
So fluid.
So that being said, I will be here tomorrow unless it runs really late into the wee hours of the morning, or if they're like, you know what, we want to fly you over here and do some other special shoot with Gus, the sound mixer, in New Zealand or something like that. Like, I don't know, it could happen.
Or if it's like Milo didn't show up today, we need to recast Tim Timmons in this movie.
Or if Milo is like I got to talk him off a ledge. He's like, I can't do it. And I'd be like, get a hold of yourself, man.
Oh, you were slapping.
I was slapping him.
Okay.
You can do this. You know what? I'm going to help you. Let's run the scene together.
Nobody is thinking
Come on, Jack. There's no crock pot in
there.
That's right.
Let's go. See, you're going to be fine. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Weekend plans. We'll do that tomorrow. That'll be signing autographs.
You have a story.
No.
Go ahead and do your story.
I would take an autograph.
Okay, so there was a lady. She was on her honeymoon in Hawaii. And she was flying back to Los Angeles, and she suffered a medical emergency. Now, she is herself in the medical profession. She's a doctor from a California-based company, and she was seated in first class with her husband. And about an hour into the flight, she started not feeling good. She had like this intense chest pain and nausea.
Sounds
and
like a heart attack.
Yeah, for women, too, like you think... It's just not as prevalent in women. Like with a guy's like, I don't feel good. My left arm's numb. They're like, you're having a stroke, or whatever. And for women, they're like, what do you got going on? Well, let's look at some things. But she said the pain was so bad. She said it was like a 10 out of 10. She goes, I've had a child. I can take pain, but this was horrible. The flight crew makes the announcement over the intercom. Are there any medical personnel on board? This lady had to be in so much pain that she couldn't talk people through what's going on. Like, she should kind of know and be like, okay, I think I might be having a heart attack. Here's what you need to do. Like, so she is down. Ooh. So they make the announcement, and then an angel seated in the back row, Emily is she's an emergency room physician assistant in Baltimore. She ain't flying first class. She's just doing the work every day.
Yeah, she's right there with the blue collars.
And she's an assistant, like emergency room assistant. And so she boldly raised her hand. And she said, when I saw her, my heart just sank a little bit. She was holding an oxygen mask, clutching her chest. And she said she was a physician, and she's like, I think that made it worse because medical professionals don't like to ask for help. So they bring her a kit to help out. They have emergency kits on airplanes. Like, they have oxygen bottles because I've held one in an emergency before for somebody. And they don't make a movie about that. I need to talk to Andy Irwin today on the set about that. Like, the time that
don't
maybe that Gus could be like, it can be Gus's character that holds a oxygen bottle for somebody.
You don't want to be that guy who keeps going to them about a movie
pitching movie ideas
they won't make.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to be that guy, and I know a guy who is that guy, and he's like pitched him 5 times,
and his story might be better than yours.
Oh yeah, 100%. And so she gets the stethoscope, and it's all twisted up, and so things aren't really great in this kit. So she used the Apple Watch to start looking at her heart rate and stuff, and it's like 220 beats a minute.
Ooh, that's huge.
It's like double what it should be. And so they find out she was suffering from atrial fibrillation, which is like an irregular heartbeat. Here's where it gets crazy. This lady, the emergency room physician assistant, ended up giving her an IV, but that didn't help. So I didn't even know you could give an IV on a plane. So they give her an IV, it didn't help. And the flight attendant brings over the AED. You know what the AED is?
The electric thing.
Yes, the shocker, the paddles. They're like, the flight attendant even sees this isn't going well. It's like, hey, we got this. You want to try shocking her? And so the emergency room assistant was like, look, I've tried everything I can do. It's not working. This is our last thing. And normally when they shock you, you're sedated or you're unconscious and you don't feel it. And the physician assistant was like, we don't have a choice. We have to shock her with her conscious.
No.
Oh, my Lanta.
So they fire it up. Boom! And they hit her conscious. And they said that she let out a scream that the whole plane could hear. Can you imagine being on the plane? You know they've pulled the curtains in first class because that's what they always do. And then hearing somebody scream and you're 20 rows back.
I don't know if I could come back from that.
That would be so
How
disconcerting.
old is this woman?
She is 61, I think, or 56, something like that. She's not old.
Yeah.
So she's still like...
But not
close to my age.
young.
No. And
Yes.
so they hit her with that thing. And they said, though, that helped, and she was able to make it to the hospital. She needs surgery, but the lady in the last row saved her life, and they've actually become friends.
This is
and have kept in
crazy.
contact
So
since
it did
then.
save her life.
It did save her life.
Now here, I do want to make eye contact with
Yes.
you. Okay, I want your full attention.
I'm watching you.
You should never assume that
Yes.
someone needs that electric shock thing. Okay,
Because they have them at a lot of places,
know.
airports, stores.
I know, but I think you should leave that for a professional to
I don't
make
know.
a decision on.
She was a hero.
But she was also has the training ability to know what she's doing.
Like 8
Here's a
plus
thought.
years,
Okay,
probably,
all right,
to
but-
get there.
Here's a thought, though, too. Like, let's say somebody has sprained their ankle really badly.
I've done that.
And they're like, yeah, it hurts. Oh, my gosh, it hurts.
Bad.
And they're like crying or whatever. Like, oh, my ankle's hurt. It might be broken. It hurts.
Been there.
Wouldn't it be better to get the heart thing, shock them,
No.
so that now they're focused on, man, that just blew my heart up, and they're not thinking about their ankle anymore? Don't you think
could
there's some
also
value in that?
Just slap them or pinch them or
Yeah, but you'll probably get in trouble for that. This is like a medical device. So I think there could be some value in
killing device.
some healing that would be
Healing
brought on
for
them.
sure.
Yeah, and so I think that's I hope I get a chance to use one of those one day.
I
I might
hope I'm
even
not
use it
around.
on myself.
Yeah, I was
Oh
gonna say,
my
would you want to? I wonder how comparable that is to getting tased. Because
I've been tased.
You've been
yeah.
tased, so you probably could take
Yeah,
it. It's
Betty
just
Lou has tased me.
that
Dog
Did you
collared
tase
me.
him?
She tased me.
I tried.
She tased me.
It was fine.
that
He
a-
kept moving away.
I did. That was the thing.
I didn't remember that being one of the.
It was one of the single to Betty's.
Oh.
It was so nerve wracking though too. When she went to hit me, I obviously moved because I'm like I couldn't control myself, fight or flight, man. And so I was fighting for my life.
Oh, my
and so I
goodness.
know that I moved and she hit me with the taser and it hurt, but she didn't get me full on stuck on me
Is it when it hits you? Is it? Because I've never seen it before. Is it two needles that go?
Well,
into you?
those are prongs with the
Prongs.
shooting ones
Okay.
with the
Taser.
strings. With a taser, that's the handheld one that women put in their purse.
Oh, that's
it's
just
the
a
two
shock.
the two electrodes.
Yes, and this would be this
Yeah.
medical machine is just something that'll
Juiced up taser. Yeah.
Taser.
When
Maybe
she
someday.
shot me with that thing, though, I there's no way I could let her hold it on me. Because that girl, there's
have.
no way she would have let go of that button. She would have hit me with it and kept hitting me with it
Yeah.
until I had foam
Yeah, but
coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, but you didn't even give it one beat. It was like a little, beep, and you're like, ah!
It did hurt. We could tase you. You could
No.
see. I
I haven't done anything wrong to deserve it.
They tase officers because every officer has to go through taser training because they want you to know what it feels like
Yeah,
if you're going to tase somebody and how serious this is.
and they do mace on you too.
Yes, that's a bad one. They do that in the military as well, man. They jack them up. They do mace. They do tear gas and stuff. Did your friend Gavin, who's a cop, did he tell you about being tased
Yeah,
before?
we were at their house 3 or 4 years ago, and they were showing us. He basically was given footage of his entire group when he was in the training they send them the footage of the entire group's tasing.
Yeah.
And so we were watching through all these people getting tased. He's like, she's great. This is a great reaction. So we're watching all of these people just do the tensing, some screaming, I tried to look for your audio from a taser and I couldn't find it.
There's another good one
I mean the barking?
No.
That was great.
It's a cop getting tased and it's like Chewbacca. Try looking up tase or Chewbacca. And he goes, like, I can't even do it, but it's a great Chewbacca sound. Taser. And he gets hit.
Don't come in here.
Oh, that's don't tase me, bro. Remember the don't tase me, bro guy?
Don't tase me, bro. That one's right there.
Don't tase me, bro. That guy was great, man.
Don't tase me, bro. Ow! Ow!
It's hard not to laugh at that guy. And then all the T-shirts that were like, don't tase me, bro, T-shirts.
Martial law has not been established in this country. He's got his hand up. You're going to kick my door. You kicked my door down. Get on the ground. No, you have no right to be in here. You are assaulting her.
Oh my gosh!
His voice got so high. You think
that's him?
Yeah, you think they missed and hit his wife? Like that got so high. Oh, why is this so funny to me? Here it is. Gavin found it. This is pretty great. Oh, I don't know if I could take that. I don't know, like, because they hold you too, and because you know you're about to get hit, and you know you're gonna go down. I wonder if your buddy would get in trouble for tasing you for just fun,
yes,
like at a party or something.
Do you think Gavin could handle it?
Not a chance, dude.
He would relieve his bladder.
I would dehydrate the snap out of myself. I would never go in. Hey, I'm not doing that. It's just, it's so not in my ballpark. It's not happening.
I had friends that did a radio show, and they used to do spin the stun gun. And so they would spin it like spin the bottle, like spin the stun gun on who it was on, and then they had a wheel that they would spin to where you got tased. And so it would be like your nose, your ear, other really bad things. And so that was mainstream radio. It wasn't in Christian radio.
Gosh.
I know, but they did that bit for a long time, and then they'd have guests in and do play the spin the stun gun.
I saw this video recently. I think it was on Instagram or TikTok, where these group of guys were out playing golf, and they did something where they took a water bottle, threw it up in the air, it landed on the grass, and it started spinning. And whoever it pointed to and landed on, that was your target. So so all the guys run, and you have to
are you
take
golf
a swing
balls
at
at
your
him?
golf ball and hit that guy.
Bad. I've seen that with where you pick something up and throw it, but we used to do that in soccer practice where you'd have a water bottle, throw it up in the air, and whoever it landed on, then they're kicking and everyone's just darts away. Yeah. And it was an accuracy practice for us. So
the golf ball turning around, because you always know that you have one buddy that's not going to just like hit a chip shot. He's going to try to
He's taking his 3-iron.
Yeah, and hit it hard.
Launching it at your ankles.
Would you rather be hit by a golf ball or a paintball?
Paintball. Paintball, sure.
I've been hit by a paintball before.
It stings.
It leaves a good welt, and you're going to be like, for a second.
A golf ball, I mean, you get hit in the head with a golf ball, it could mess you up.
Yeah. I think that, the person with the paintball is going to choose where to hit you. That golf ball's going anywhere.
Yeah. I've seen people...
Or they'll duff it.
They would drive it. I've seen them where like TikTok and like the things people do, like where they'll stand out in front of their buddy with a driver, and their buddy drives it right into them on purpose. You're like, no.
This is why women live long.
100%. Yes. Guys do things like this, and they do it to like literally
impress
inflict,
each other.
Yeah, but inflict as much pain as they can on their buddies, and then you all laugh about it, while your buddy's just reeling, and then it's going to be your turn soon. You're going to take one, so you give it as good as you can, because it's going to come back and get you.
It's kind of a dementedly weird desire to like hurt your friends, but
not mean.
Yeah, that's not cruel.
It's kind of like you do that too, like you put them on the spot, like emotionally too, with people. like with a girlfriend or something, just because you want to like walk up to that edge with them, and see how they react.
And you know what's worse? What's worse than actually, let's say, the tasing part? What would be worse than getting tased is just all the time leading up to it.
Yeah.
Like if I was going somewhere, I'm like, I know I'm getting tased today.
Yeah.
An hour from now, that whole hour is going to be stressful.
Yeah.
Awful. Once it happens, boom, you're done.
Sure.
That sounds
I'm not going to
terrible.
do that though with my friend.
Lady Rock, what do you got?
Oh, okay, it's my turn. I have unhinged hacks on how to deal with annoying coworkers. So I think
does
we
that
all have that person in mind that could be annoying. Well, these are
Or
just
do we?
these are just unhinged hacks. So this is way to annoy those annoying coworkers,
to send
but in
it
a
back?
unique way.
Okay.
And a little bit psychotic.
Oh, I like that.
This is exciting.
So I have 3 examples. First one, I fake befriended this guy at work, gaslit him into thinking he's way too good for here, and he's wasting his talents, kept sending him job offers.
is bad.
Within 5 weeks, he was gone.
No.
So it worked.
I mean, it did work,
genuine.
but that's next level.
Ouch.
Like
You think
that's
that's next
psychological warfare,
that's
It's
man.
unhinged.
She got it. I mean, she got him to leave. I mean, that's fantastic.
It depends on like what he was, because that if someone's annoying, that's one thing. She was mean.
Well,
Why
or
are you
he. Why are you assuming that
Oh, I
it's a
thought you
she?
said-
That's
I thought you
next.
said
That's
she.
girl stuff there. Like
Yeah.
that's definitely girl stuff.
It sounds like a guy to me because as I was reading the scenario, I pictured a guy in my
No,
head.
Yeah,
guys would just say, "Hey, man,
Yeah,
hush."
quit being a moron.
Yeah.
And you'd handle it that way. But yeah, like that is devious.
Another example, someone said, when they say something ridiculous, I look them dead in the eye and say, what an odd thing to say.
Betty would
And
do that.
hold that stare just a little too long. The sheer panic is my reward.
That
I can
actually
see
is-
that.
That's smart because you're not being mean.
Yeah.
You are really just causing them to be like, "Oh goodness, that was a dumb thing to
Silence
say."
is hard to like silence. They always say like when you're negotiating, you don't want to speak first, or when you say something, just don't react. Just say it and then just dead in the eye.
brick
And
wall.
yeah. I've done that in different negotiations before, and it paid off. You're like you throw something out and then you just like
I'm uncomfortable.
It
right
reminds
now.
me of Michael Scott in the
Yes,
Office
yes.
episode
his
where he's like,
negotiation. Don't speak first.
change the location.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And then finally, someone said, I arrived early and took a screenshot of an annoying coworker's desktop. So I then removed all the icons off her computer and replaced the background with the screenshot. So it makes it look like the icons are still
Oh
there.
my
couldn't
But
gosh.
it's not.
And nothing she could click on.
She called IT to the
Oh.
office. It took all day to fix.
Oh my gosh! Again,
That's the one that
is
would
a
drive
lady.
you crazy.
That is a lady
Who
doing
says?
that. I promise you, guys aren't smart enough to think on that level. Guys would have just like hid her computer, like
Oh, my
like
word.
that is genius.
Explain it again one more time.
So they took this annoying.
I would walk
so
in
I
here.
would take
Screenshot.
I would take a screenshot
Yeah.
of your desktop,
Okay.
and then I would delete all of your icons.
So if I did a 4 here.
yeah, and then
did
I would delete
this.
all your icons and replace your wallpaper with that shot that I just took.
Oh.
And so you'd be clicking on the icon, thinking it's supposed
But it's just
to
a
open,
picture.
but it's just the picture of the icon.
That is next level. Like
Kind of cool.
that's ingenious.
I mean,
even
it's
just
smart.
even just messing with somebody, you don't even have to hate them. Like that is a
then you
funny thing.
maximize.
Can you imagine
Oh my gosh,
Joseph coming down from IT to fix Betty? Because
That's
Betty
just a screenshot.
has to have stuff fixed all the time anyway. You know.
Yeah, wouldn't that drive you crazy?
Wow, I would. I'd come in here and I'd be like, what in the,
I
what
wonder
is
if you could
wrong?
do it as a screenshot and just leave it as a
Yo.
picture on the front without having to delete all
That's
their
what-
icons.
Yeah, I just did that where
Yeah.
I just like you could take the screenshot
Yeah.
and then you just basically click on the photo,
Right.
enlarge it completely,
Right, and leave it there.
The other one is tougher I'd
Because
say
then
that-
you got to go get all your icons
yeah,
back. So
you
that's
can do this quicker. I
yeah,
think.
that's pretty great. Oh my gosh,
Man, I kind of like it.
I know we have
I'm gonna
work,
do that to
we
my-
have work to do today.
I am going to do that to my wife at some point
Oh
today.
my word! Not me.
Yeah.
I'm not in the headspace
I want to see you.
for
I
it.
want to see you
No.
call IT again.
We got to do it
And-
to someone who's not like do it to Joy.
Oh, Joy would lose her mind.
Joy would lose her mind.
Yeah.
Joy is always on the brink of losing her mind. Like, what's new?
Our boss, Jeff, would be funny to do that too.
Yeah.
He's a good spirit. And so it would be funny.
It just
to do
means
that to
touching
him.
someone. Like, it means being a little invasive.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll distract him. You've already figured out how to do it.
Wait a minute. Why are we distracting him?
I don't want to,
and you're the one.
It would be tough if
I
went
just
in
think
there.
it's better if I distract him because I think Gavin will
What
get lost.
if we want to distract him?
I don't trust you guys
I think
on that.
you're in less trouble in that scenario.
I can hold a conversation with him, and like if like he started to walk away, I would make sure it didn't happen. I'd just be like, dude, I got to talk to you about something that's really bothering me, because he's gonna be like, okay, he always complains, so he's gonna know that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Take him on a walk.
Yeah, hey, we need to go talk about this, and then I can make up something that bothers me. That's not a problem. Like.
I think that what would scare me though is if I was the one changing his laptop or desktop. It would be hard if I like walked in and his computer was stuck on a screen that just said Gavin's exit interview
Yes.
or something. And I'm like, I guess I'll still play the joke.
That is awesome.
Delete this email.
Lady Rock, do you got any birthdays?
I don't. And I just want to give a shout out to, if you do have someone you would like to give a birthday shout out to, text the word shout out to 91979 and we will send you a link. Of course, please be sure to ask a question.
Because that's the fun part of it for us. We love giving the birthday shout out, but then we also like answering questions.
I do have a question from Zach, and this one is a would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather wear sandals every day or snow boots every day?
Sandals.
Oh, sandals. But then on the
Really?
cold days, man.
No, if on the hot days, man, you don't want to have to wear that with shorts.
I don't. Yeah.
I do not want to wear my with short. I will wear jeans and my sandals.
Yeah.
I would wear the rain boots, the snow boots.
Ew.
Yeah. I don't know. The
Well, I
sandals
get cold.
in the
I get
summer.
cold
You do.
easy.
You do.
I mean, I could wear the socks with the sandals, but
Depends on what the
then
sandals are.
what if it's raining?
Are they
Then my
middle,
socks get
are they
wet.
toe, like in
I
the
don't
toe
like that.
sandals or slides?
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't specify.
When
not
I
wearing
was
flip-flops.
out of work one time, I went on a job interview. They flew me to LA to work with a big show for like 3 days, and my job was to come in and try to fix this show. And so I'm walking into a room kind of like ours, a tight knit group of people, and they were all really funny and really brutal. And it was like, oh, I fit in here. But I walked in on day one and I had sandals on with my jeans and a button-up shirt, and they were like Jesus sandals. Like they were bad. And so in this show, the girl was the lead, and she was famous in LA and like a big deal in radio and stuff. And she started calling me. They started calling me Man Sandals Wally. Yeah, like I'm literally there, and I'm going to be their boss, basically.
Sandals
They started
Wally.
calling me Man Sandals Wally,
cool.
which then just got, over the
Kinda
course
like
of the
it.
next day, shortened down to Mandles. So they were just calling me Mandles on the air.
I
Wow.
love that.
Oh, my
We got
gosh.
Mandles in the room right
Mandles.
now.
Yeah, I mean, like, all of a sudden, like, this is what
I really like that.
This is what I was going to be known as. And,
I've never seen your toes before, so you made
Yeah.
the right call on how you change things.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, so
Mandles.
Mandles. I thought it was a great.
I really,
it was a great
that's
name.
really creative.
Yeah, I did not take the job,
Yeah.
and she got fired 3 months later. So
Really?
yeah, seriously, she was.
So who won?
I did, because I didn't take the job.
Good job.
Because she told me, she goes, look, we'd love to have you with us, Mandles. We love your work. But I said, I'm not taking the job. And she goes, they didn't offer you enough money, did they? And I said, no, they gave me whatever I asked for. And she goes, well, why are you not taking the job? I said, because you're not willing to change, and they're going to fire you. And I said, I respect you not changing. I do, because you've made a career out of that. Good for you. And she goes, I've survived 8 PDs. That's the boss. I'll survive this one. I said, I don't think you will this time.
No,
I
you
said,
won't,
yeah,
Mandles.
I know. I'm like, I've been in the meetings. I don't think you're going to survive this one. I'm just telling you as somebody who could have been a friend. But like, that's why I'm not taking the job. And then like three months later, she got fired.
You know how much fun this is going to be moving forward.
Mandles. Yeah, hey,
Sup,
Mandles.
Mandles, what's going on?
Yeah, so anyway, I told the wrong people that
hilarious.
story, apparently. Okay, well, that's going to do it for your Aftercast, and as
Can you
always...
text Andy Irwin and see if he'll...
Oh, we could change it from Gus to
Mandles.
Gus
What if they
Mandles.
want you to wear sandals with like socks or
I would do it.
something?
Socks and sandals. I'll do it for the part. I did have a fear that they were going to be like trim your beard, like cut this point out of my beard and just
Even
have a regular
they know
beard.
that's not a good idea.
I can't. Well, I know. Marty has told my wife is like, you do not cut your beard. You have your daughter's wedding coming up in a month. And she's like, you do not cut your beard.
If you didn't have the wedding coming up, would you do it?
I wouldn't cut it off, but I would
You'd
cut
be willing to do
I would
a
cut
little,
the point off. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
But like for the wedding, like, because Haley was even like, don't cut your beard because she knows me this way, you know?
Okay. Can I give you a would you rather
Sure.
scenario? Let's say the wedding's coming up.
Yeah.
You either have to shave your beard, okay? And remember, you're walking her down the aisle.
Right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Or
Did you?
you have to wear baggy dress pants.
Ew.
Ooh.
Now, see,
just got stuff hemmed,
you're getting
too.
yours specially hemmed.
I know. I'm picking them up today.
And skinnied in because they weren't skinny enough in the
Yeah.
ankles,
Yeah.
okay? Which would you rather have to do?
Oh. I would have to take the pants because
Really?
yeah, because
People
the
can
pants
ignore that.
you're gonna crop out a lot of photos at the waist up. You know,
Oh, that's
but,
smart. Yeah.
But the beard is something you cannot crop chins. You can try, but the amount
You're
of
right.
chins that are under this beard that are hiding here,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, you cannot do
That's
that.
a good point.
Yeah. All right, that's going to have to do it for your Aftercast. And as always, thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.